Good afternoon. Well, it's a lovely rainy Sunday afternoon here in Brisbane, so I thought a perfect opportunity to come live. I'm heading out in a little while to go to a trivia afternoon, but I've been wanting to do this for ages. I've actually had this ginger for almost a week, but I've just come back from our amazing leaders conference. So for those of you who haven't been following me or don't know who I am, my name's Denise. I've been with Thermomix almost 17 years, and I recently came back as a team leader. So I was a leader many years ago, but I came back to help support some new recruits that I had. So I'm here on a new journey. Anyway, I'm going to flip the screen and I'm going to show you. But first of all, I just wanted to share, I was very blessed because I've got so many amazing customers to be the 4th top selling team leader in Australia and New Zealand. And I got given this gorgeous, beautiful Swarovski bracelet. So I love jewellery. So anyway, right up my alley. Anyway, let's get on with it. For those of you who have been following, you know that I like to go off-piste and have a chat. So I'm going to flip the screen and we're going to get on with using the blade cover peeler. I'd love to know who has a blade cover peeler. If you do, what do you use it for? Do you use it when you're slow cooking or do you use it actually as a peeler? So let's flip the screen and we will come to, oops, wrong one. That's flip the screen. So what I need to do is come under here and I'm going to come to the bottom here where it actually has the peeler. So we're going to peel this ginger. So as I said, I've had it for about a week in the box, but went off to leadership. Oh, and that's not very good. I don't have a blade in there, so I will have to find. You can tell I've done this on the fly, as always. I'll grab a blade from there and put it into there. So the blade on the TM7, you just lock it across right there, okay? So it wants us to, the instructions are always under here. So it shows you a little picture of the blade, just sits, the cover sits over the top of the blade like that. And it says it wants 800 mils of water. So 6, 7, 8. Now a little trick I've been told, I might have put all that in. I haven't actually done it myself, but I believe anyone, particularly with potatoes, you can get quite a bit of foam. This is the first time I've tried this. Just a splash of oil, and apparently the oil stops it from foaming. So let's see if this works. Okay, so from there it then says it's only 600 mils of water, so I can actually take my bowl off. It's 800 grams of vegetables. As you can tell, it's been a while since I've done this. Still take a little bit more off. Perfect, that'll do. And then it says up to 800 grams of raw vegetables. So I just will break this up into chunks. That one's okay, take that off. So just add this. And on the peeler, it actually says for 4 minutes. I have never done 4 minutes. So 7, that's perfect. Put the lid on and we will get rid of the tips. It says 4 minutes. I can come back down. I'm actually only going to do 1 minute. So, and go. The other thing, while that's doing that, I might just remember with your TM7 you can lift and push it back. I thought I'd quickly talk to you about the new Nesta. Now, this is only for the TM7 and it fits in the top of the Verona. So, it sits in the top there, so you can do poached eggs, you can do steamed puddings, so it sits in perfectly like that. So, this still has 20 seconds. Let's have a quick look, okay? So, it's 20 seconds. Oh yeah, and yeah, it has actually stopped the foam. Still needs a little bit more of a tumble. Now, if you let it go for the 4 minutes, then you are going to end up with little bits of ginger about that size. I also often use my top of my Verona as like I can tip this out and have all my my ginger just there. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And let's have a look at, so this, I don't know if you can see because I'm back to front. Can you see me over at the sink? So I've just put my tray over there and I'm going to pour my ginger out. And what you get left with is just all the rubbish off your ginger. So you can do this with potatoes, carrots, beetroot, any root vegetable, and then just give this a rinse. And that is my ginger done in 60 seconds. Now, are you going to do this for one piece of ginger? Probably not, okay? But when you've got 800 grams of ginger, I'm now going to make ginger paste, okay? So I've got this ready to go. I will take my blade out, and at the bottom, you just rinse that out and go on, that's the stuff left on the top of the blade. So give that a quick rinse out. And now, if you want to dry your bowl, the quickest and easiest way, I haven't done this for a little while, but the quickest and easiest way, because at the moment all we have is one bowl, and I know I didn't think I would ever live with just one bowl, but because it is so quick to wash and dry out, give it a wipe around the edge, stick your tea towel in and grab hold of the blade and twist. And that is as quick as it is to wash and dry up. So I'm going to pop that back on. I'll come forward a little bit and I'm going to come back here and I'm going to use my iPad to look for the ginger paste. So totally unrehearsed, I need to find my cookie dough and I'm going to search ginger. Ginger paste, search. So ginger paste right there, and it's going to come up, send to my TM7. Don't you love it? Gets better and better. Can you see why I've been doing this for 17 years? And I've been very fortunate to have been to most Thermofests. It's the best job in the world, so if you want to come and have some fun, come join my team. Anyway, I do digress, so we're going to start. What do I need? Oh, it's only 200 grams of ginger, so 200 grams of ginger. I've got way more than that here. I've got 250, that'll do. I'll have to think about what I'm going to do with the rest of that now. And I just need a wee bit of salt, a little pinch of salt, and next, and speed 5 for 5 seconds. A lot of the time I don't use my measuring cap. Well, it's not a measuring cap, it's actually just like a chimney cap, but because we don't have a hole there any longer, you don't get a ginger facial. So Just going to go for 5 seconds. Next, scrape down. Another great new tool is the longer spatula. You can buy these in the mix shop. Whenever you buy anything from the mix shop, always make sure you add your favourite consultant, because we get a little bit of a thanks for choosing us situation. So scrape down, and it wants 50 grams of olive oil. So 50 grams, perfect. Because I use a little bit extra ginger, a little bit of extra oil. Next, and another 5 seconds. And go, go, go. Next, transfer into a sterile jar. So now the one thing a lot of people that have had a TM5 or a TM6 really miss is the hole in the lid. But if you've been following me for a while, you will know I've always got a jam funnel on hand. So the next step is to, it says to put a little bit of olive oil. What I actually do with this, and I haven't got it prepared, I'll actually freeze, actually I'll do it live. I'll show you what I do. You can freeze it into a little ice cube tray, but the other thing you can do is get a little tray like this with some baking paper. One advantage to having a small kitchen, everything's at your fingertips. As I say, I don't make this stuff up, I just go with the flow. So I'm going to tip my bowl upside down and get the rest of that paste out. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to flatten this out. I'm going to pop it in the freezer. Once it's frozen, I'll cut it up into squares, and I'll cut it up into squares, and then I will just freeze it in a Ziploc bag. So how quick and easy was that? Actually, I think I could have done more ginger than that. I could have easily doubled that. So that was 200 grams, or 250 grams I ended up doing of ginger. And that's my ginger paste. So if you buy ginger paste in a jar from the supermarket, it's usually got lots of other yucky things. It's got usually got vinegar or something in it. So this is a little bit of oil, a little bit of water, and that will be ready for anything like my tandoori paste, or if I'm making a curry or something like that. So I'm going to go and pop that into the freezer, and then I will cut into cubes and Ziploc bag. Anywho, if you want to have a demo this month, this is actually one of the host rewards, along with the beautiful China ramekins. You can get those, plus the new thermoserver. Anyway, that's all the sales I'm doing for the day. So if you want to have a demo, please reach out. I'd love to come to your place if possible. Otherwise, we can do it virtually. Okay, take care, and I'll see you all on the flip side, and hashtag replay if you're watching this later. Bye.